Hello, beloved one. I'm Dr. CeeJay Adams of House of Truth Ministries International. Thank you for joining us in Adventures in a Course of Love. Today's topic is ending false humility, and it comes from the Prelude. Let's take a deep breath and release it, relaxing a little bit, opening our hearts so that we can hear anew. Shall we begin? The ego is what you made. Christ is what God made. The ego is your extension of who you think you are. Christ is God's extension of who He is. In order to end the need for learning, you must know who you are and what this means. Where the original Course in Miracles was a course in thought reversal and mind training, a course to point out the insanity of the identity crisis and dislodge the ego's hold, this is a course to establish your identity and to end the reign of the ego. Did you hear that? A course of love is to establish your identity and end the reign of ego. There are still few who dare to believe in the glory of who they are. Few who can lay aside the idea that to think of themselves in the light of God's thought of them rather than of their own is arrogance. This is only because the ego is not yet and finally gone. You are right not to desire to glorify the ego in any way. You know that the ego cannot be glorified and that you would not want it to be. This is why, while the ego remains, you cannot know who you are. The only glory is of God and His creations. You are among the creations of God. That cannot be disputed. Thus all glory is due you. All glory is yours, and your efforts to protect it from the ego's reach are teaching valiant but unnecessary. The ego cannot claim the glory that is yours. Many of you desire to be foot soldiers, to just live the good life without claiming glory, without having any grand ideas about yourselves. It is possible to do much good without recognizing who you are, but it is impossible to be who you are, and you are what the world is for. Your recognition of yourself and your recognition of your brothers and sisters is what the world is for. To stop before this is accomplished when it is almost reached is every bit as insane as a belief in the ego. Ask yourself, what is it that stops you? As humble as you seem to be in your choice, you are still letting ego make your choice. This is not humility, but fear. The further teachings of the original Course were designed to turn fear into love. When you think you can go only so far and no further in your acceptance of the teachings of this Course and the truth of yourself as God created you, you are abdicating love to fear. You are perhaps making this world a better place, but you are not abolishing it. In your acceptance of doing good works and being a good person, you are accepting ministry to those in hell rather than choosing heaven. You accept what you view as possible and reject what you perceive as impossible. You thus cling to the laws of man and reject the laws of God. You claim your human nature and reject your divine nature. What is this rejection but rejection of yourself? What is this rejection but fear masquerading as humility? What is this rejection but rejection of God? What is this but a rejection of miracles? Wow, okay, let's reflect on what we just read. First, let's recognize that how we perceive ourselves is based on the ego's projections. Through a course of love, Jesus is telling us that believing the ego's assessment of ourselves is a rejection of the glory of God. In our society, we've learned to be humble and not think too highly of ourselves, but this is a trick of the ego based on fear. God wants you to know the truth of who you are. When you choose to play it safe, play it small, you are denying the world something vital. You. Did you catch what Jesus said about doing ministry and being kind to the world? He said, "You are perhaps making this world a better place, but you are not abolishing it. In your acceptance of doing good works and being a good person, you are accepting ministry to those in hell rather than choosing heaven." In A Course of Love, Jesus is telling us that we can actually end this world of pain and suffering and create a new world. To do that, however, we have to stop rejecting our divine nature. We must stop rejecting the miracle that is us. Remember, you don't have to believe a word I speak. Each of us is on our own uncharted adventure toward discovering ourselves and our purpose. A Course of Love is here to offer an opportunity to explore new ways to create the world we desire. A Course of Love is a journey toward your identity. It's a movement from self-doubt to self-love. As you experience this adventure in A Course of Love with us, try to take it with as little attachment to your old learning as possible. Listen to the words as if they were a friendly conversation with Jesus. Allow yourself to feel, react, and respond in any way that is natural to your true self. I am so excited to join with you in one heart and to explore all that we can co-create. I am ready to abolish this world and experience one where everyone has the pleasure to experience peace, unity, respect, prosperity, loving kindness, and enlightenment. You have within you the power of miracles. You have within you the source of all love. You have within you the seeds of a whole new world. Are you ready to commit to a whole new way of seeing yourself in the world? Thank you for joining us for this brief snapshot of A Course in Love. If you would like more information, please visit acourseoflove.com or find us on Facebook as A Course of Love USA. And then please do come back and enjoy more adventures in A Course of Love with me. I am a full-time minister and transformational counselor. I also do visioneering sessions, which are intuitive guidance sessions that really laser in directly to core issues and provide for quick insight into specific situations, such as career decisions, resolving conflicts, dating, relationship issues, or for decision-making of all kind, actually. To support our ministry with the financial expression of love, please visit my website, CeeJayAdams.com. Beloved one, may you embrace your journey to love. Until we connect again, remember, you are not what your ego proclaims. You are a divine creation. You are magnificence. You are love. Celebrate you. Until we meet again, much love and many blessings. Thank you.